What's up, duelists? What's up, duelists? You already know. What's up, duelists? How's it going? Oh no, I'm leaking the goo. God damn it. I was gonna make a video on this. No, don't look at this list. Look away. Look away. Don't look at it. Don't look at it. Look away. Look away. Look away. Don't look at the list. Don't look at the list. Look away. Okay, we're good. We're good. That was scary. I almost leaked the goo. Oh no, you guys almost saw the deck that I'm playing in a future video. Look away. Look away. What's up, duelists? Welcome in. Welcome in. RBET 2 prediction. Well, RBET Season 2 1. I gotta figure out a better way to brand that. I never expected to do more than a year of these. So now I'm like, do I just keep climbing? Do the numbers keep climbing? Like Super Bowl? Or do I like restart the numbers? Like, is this RBET 6 technically? Or is it Season 2 1? Or is it RBET 1 again? And we drop the Season 2? What are we doing? What are we doing here? What's up, duelists? Hold up. I gotta tweet out I'm going live. Live right now, talking RBET predictions and Edison format. I gotta say Edison format in all my tweets. Otherwise people don't like them as much. I'm just kidding. Okay, hold up. We're tweeting out that I'm live. We're tweeting it. Sending a tweet. youtube.com/E3 yugioh, whatever. Alright. We're out here. Live on YouTube. What's up? What's up, Bluff Knock? Transmigration Prophecy is crazy tech. It's literally just worse Crow. But I guess it's technically a double Crow. If your opponent's going for Plague Mally into back row, then they're down bad already. Reversal says, I predict Welly Dad will win the event. It might. What's up, Deified Cupcake? Welcome in, guys. It might. I hope it does. I really like that deck. I don't know if RJ's entering or not. Dylan says, hashtag Saber Sweep. Ryan Knight says it's Crow, but you can play it with Solidarity. Oh, we got a new pasta. Carpet says, I'm feeling Fairy W. Yeah, me too, low-key. I've been playtesting against Fairy, and I literally can't beat it with fucking anything. I don't know why people ever thought that it wasn't the best deck. Carpath, tell me, why did people think Fairy was not the best deck ever? I don't understand. The deck is so good. It's so insane. I play against it in matchups that are supposed to be good. Like, I was playing Quick Draw against it. I couldn't beat it. Through fucking Christia, man. It's so annoying. You said it was underrepresented. Yeah, and even when it was underrepresented, it was still the best deck. It was only underrepresented because people are so dumb. People are so slow. It's another thing I realized. People are so slow. Christia is insane, right? Christia is literally the best boss monster in the format. I refuse to believe otherwise. Here's my thing, right? Let's bring it up. Let's bring up Archlord Christia. For those of you who don't know what it does. So the difference between something like Christia and Judgment Dragon and Dark-Arm Dragon is Christia is not only proactive, but it prevents your opponent from coming back. So you can play Christia on an open board, still get your plus, and then on top of that, your opponent can't come back because they can't special summon. And then if they kill it, you just do it again the next turn. It's so dumb. This is easily the best boss monster in the format. Easily, easily, easy. Dark Armed is good. Like, don't get me wrong. Dark Armed's probably number 2 or number 3. It depends on how you see Red Eyes Darkness Metal. I think Red Eyes Darkness Metal and Dark Armed are like kind of comparable in power level. I'm not sure which is better. Dark Armed's probably a little bit better in the context of the format, but Red Eyes is better overall. That's how I see it, at least. Like, Red Eyes is a better card than Dark Armed, but Dark Armed is better in the context of the format. I think Christia is just the best. Like, it's literally like Christia, maybe Dark Armed, Red Man, Machina Fortress. Ooh, we could do a top 5 boss monsters in Edison format. Maybe Machina Fortress, and then maybe, I don't know, just Kai's. If Kai's counted, it'd be higher than probably Red Med in the context of the format. Absolute Zero. I don't think Absolute Zero is top 5. DeFi Cupcake says Christie is tough to some of them though for novices. Yeah, but once people start getting better, like, it just becomes the best deck. It's so annoying. Dude, have you ever had to play against the DD Warrior Lady? DD Warrior Lady is so annoying. Do you guys count is Bryonic a boss monster? Because that'd be better than Dark Armed. It'd be like Christia, Bryonic, Dark Armed, Red Med, Machine 4. If you count Bryonic. I don't know if you can count a monster this week as a boss monster, though. Because his stat line is weak. I feel like the threshold for boss monster is it can attack over Caius. Ace of Spades says JD. Maybe JD. JD's pretty good. JD's pretty good. It's either like JD or Titanial. Invader of Darkness. That's funny, Troy. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. So, for those of you who don't know, RBET is fucking tomorrow. it's tomorrow, and if you want to play in it, it's free entry. You can sign up in the Discord, which is in the description below, the really big Yu-Gi-Oh! Discord. And there's a cash prize. A pretty decent cash prize. Plus, you get an invite if you win. So, if you want to play in a double elimination Edison tournament tomorrow, go ahead and head over to the Discord, check it out. Get in the Discord, sign up for the tournament, submit your deck. HU19 says, I forgot about RBT and made plans. Yeah, I didn't really market this one that well. But to be fair, I've had COVID, and if it's a big one, I'm going to feel like shit. But we'll see. Trying to Raiko Kai's your way to the top. I respect the hustle. That sounds awesome. That sounds like a good time. Bluff knock. If I was entering, that's what I would do too. Ace of Spades says, are you ever going to do Swiss? No. I think Swiss is like for paper tournaments. It's better for paper tournaments. I think a double Elam's better for online tournaments. Like, here's my reasoning, right? Like, double Elam, like, you lose, you still have the rest of your day. Whereas, like, paper tournaments, you kind of want to hang out with your boys. Online tournaments, if I'm in the tournament and I'm X2 and I bubble, I'm going to fucking scream. You know what I mean? Like, people stay in the tournament at X2 in Swiss, and they never have a shot anyway. So it's like, you might as well just, like, kick them out. Tell them to go do something else, right? It's also easier on the judges, the online judges, so they have less judge calls throughout the day. It's also easier on, like, I don't know. It's easier on a lot of different things. I think it's, in general, a lot of things are comparable. It does suck. Like, both of them have upsides and downsides, but I really do like the double elimination for online tournaments better. I think it's just easier. Plus, for the stream, it's more hype. Because, like, elimination matches, bro. Elimination matches, you tell me I'm going to cover someone at X1 and 1 and say this is potentially an elimination match? No, I'm not going to fucking do that. Also, Swiss tournaments are harder to cover. Yeah, I probably will never do it for online. I just really like double elimination. Plus, like, dude, okay, everyone in the chat right now, everyone who's here right now, how many of y'all like going into time? How many of you guys enjoy going into time and getting an unintentional draw? How many of you guys enjoy that? Do you guys like going into time? Yeah, because I fucking hate that shit. As a player, I would always prefer the structure that has no time controls. Carvet says I simply don't. Goat. Actual goat. What's up, Edison Format Italia? You want to see some Jinzo OTK? Man, you Italians and your lust for crazy OTK decks. Yeah, sure, I could do some Jinzo stuff in the future. It sounds awesome. What's up, D'Anthea? How's it going? Yeah, dude, literally, time is awful. H219 says, Edison format doesn't go into time unless it's a fairy mirror. Well, that's going to be more popular now. So, you're from Texas, fueling Jason Holloway. We go into time every duel. That's hilarious. I think double elimination is better. Just because, like, yeah, I just think double elimination is better, man. For online. That's just my opinion, though. Obviously, other people prefer Swiss because they get to play more rounds, and then if they lose early, they don't have to wait or fight an uphill battle. But I think, like, maybe this is just my, like, fucking post-capitalist slaver brain, where I'm just like, yeah, if you win, you deserve to have an easier bracket. If you lose, you deserve to struggle. Like, didn't you come to the tournament to win? Losing early should be punished. I feel like if you lose round 1 in Swiss, you get a much easier bracket. You get rewarded for losing because you get to play against people who are X1 as opposed to playing against people who are XO. It's so much easier. Whereas if you lose in double elimination, you actually get punished for losing, which is the point of the tournament. You know what I mean? I don't know. Sanson says, I don't think that works in games with variants like card games. I don't know. Carbo says, I don't see why the order should matter. Yeah, you should just get punished for losing regardless. But I don't like how Swiss rewards you. It's like you get rewarded for losing, which I don't like. Because the amount of tournaments, like, in the past, like, paper tournaments, that I've topped because I lost round 1 and I had, like, a freebie bracket for the rest of the day is so high. Like, there are so many tournaments that I had no business topping, but, like, because of the good players that were there, but because I was in the X1 bracket, I just free rolled the whole thing. It's so dumb, man. It's, like, so free. You're, like, incentivized. You're not incentivized, but, like, I don't know. If you lose round 1, you definitely get rewarded. Break, Holloway, Luna, lots of great players from Texas. Yeah, also MMF. Don't forget MMF, one of the GOATs. Mario says double elimination is pretty bad. You haven't given a single argument as to why it's bad. There are arguments as to why it's bad. Animatic says, where are the signups? The signups are live in the Discord. I'll pull that up actually right now. Discord. I'll pull it up right now. Alright, so we got the Discord. Pull it up so you guys can see this shit. You literally wrote your argument in the same sentence. You just said terrible seating at local tournaments. That has nothing to do with what we're talking about today. That's not an argument. It's totally irrelevant. Anyway, this is the Discord, the really big Yu-Gi-Oh Discord. You can join it. There's a link in the description, and then you just go to the channel, and then you write command T_join, and that'll sign you up for the tournament. And then you go T_submit to submit your deck list. Or submit DB if you want to submit a DB URL. And that's it. Can you guys even see that? You guys can see that, right? It's kind of small, but you guys get the idea. Cool? Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Okay, cool. Awesome. That's how you sign up for it. It's pretty straightforward. The tournament will be run. It starts tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern time, which is 10 a.m. Pacific, and then it runs to hell yeah, Animatic. That's cool. Glad to see that you're taking a deck you're happy with. Swamp Vision says double limit is used for every fighting game tournament. Yeah, it is, yeah. And I totally get why it's used. At least for stream purposes, it's so hype, dude. Elimination matches, dude. Elimination matches are so fucking hype. Like when you get to like losers, like right before top 8, it's like, it's the most tense stuff because it's like this is a game for top 8, and you know it is. Whereas in Swiss, it's like, this might be a game for top 8, but I don't know. They might intentionally draw, and then a fucking tiebreaker, and all this. It's like, no, this is a game for top 8. The winner of this game gets in. The loser of this game goes home with nothing. It's fucking hype. It's fucking hype. GOAT player list. I would not put Patrick Hoban in the GOAT list. Just because I think he's a bitch. Low-key. I'm calling him out right now. Teaming with LeBlanc in Vegas. That's a bad look, bro. That's a bad look. I don't put no one in the GOAT list I don't respect. And that's on God. I like Joshua Schmidt a lot. I think he's good. I like Jesse Cotton. I do think the Bolito Bros are very good too. They're very talented. Oh, Lord Blackfire, you're the one who's been commenting free top G on all my videos. Man, thanks for the engagement, I guess. Even if it is really weird and creepy that you're like defending a sex trafficker in the comments of a Yu-Gi-Oh video. Like, what is your purpose here? I don't get it. Sebastian B says, man woke up and chose violence. No, I've been very vocal about this, but mostly in person. I've never said it on the channel. There are a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players I don't respect. That's just me. Jordan Mai says, he's not the best person, but he literally changed the game. How did he literally change the game? By playing Mermails during the format where Mermails was tier 0? The fuck did he do? Literally, what the fuck did Patrick Hoban do besides write some articles on ARG and write a book, which is memed on till the end of existence? What did he do? Change the way everyone thought about deck building. By what? Adding 3 Upstart Goblins to his deck? No, he literally didn't get Upstart. That is fucking insanely blinders. He didn't get Upstart limited. He didn't get Vanities limited. Those cards would have been limited. Someone else would have played them. People were already playing Upstart Goblin before Patrick Hoban. He wasn't like some fucking like super genius or anything. Literally, people were playing Upstart Goblin before Patrick Hoban. It wasn't like some new tech. People played it in GOAT format. People played it in Chaos format. It wasn't like some new thing. Yeah, it was definitely being explored way before Hoban. He popularized it. So all he did was win a tournament. That doesn't make him change the game or anything. He didn't even Jin Gate. That's hilarious. He just took advantage of undernoticed trends. Yeah, that's literally what every good player does. Chris Mans. He wrote a book. Like people like literally dick ride Hoban so much. I'm like, dude, why? He's just some dude. Also, I have trouble with like GOAT conversations. For me, to be the GOAT, you have to have the attitude of the GOAT. You have to be like a community person. Like you have to be a really big community figurehead. Like for me, that's why I like Joshua Schmidt. That's why I think Joshua Schmidt is like in contention for the GOAT, because he's like a really positive community person on top of being really good at the game. Like that's why he's like not only a really good player, but he creates a really positive environment. Like I want to live in the world where Joshua Schmidt is the GOAT, because like he's someone that you can look up to, you know? Like I think that's important for being the GOAT. But maybe that's just me. Like someone who can wear the crown, basically. I don't know. But that's like my personal opinion. Obviously everyone has different opinions. This is kind of getting off topic. Billy Brake is one of the GOATs for sure. Billy Brake is awesome. I really like Billy Brake. From what I've heard about him. I didn't know much about him until YCS Vegas. And people were talking to me about him. And I was like, oh, he seems like a pretty cool guy. Like, he actually seems like a pretty cool guy. Oh, man. What were we doing again? Edison format predictions. Top 5 boss monsters. Jeff Jones is an Edison GOAT. For sure. Do I expect people to run Royal Oppression more now? I expect people to run Royal Oppression as much as they have been. I don't feel like people are going to run it less, and I don't feel like people are going to run it more. I feel like it's going to make it into people's decks if the deck can support it, and you got to have a plan for it if your deck doesn't do well against it. Dan M. I've asked him to come on the channel. I've asked Jeff Jones to come on the channel once or twice, I think, on Twitter. But he kind of just, like, Donowalled me, for lack of a better term. So if y'all want to see him on the channel, go tag him on Twitter and just be like, yo, do something with E3. I think that's the best way to do it. If you want him to work with me. Because if people are saying it, he'll do it. But if I'm saying it, he's obviously not going to do it. Because think about it this way, right? Like, you're Jeff Jones, right? And some dude is like, yo, come on my YouTube channel. You're just going to ignore that. But if, like, tons of people are in your mention saying, like, yo, you should collab with this person, then you would consider it. Because it's not that one person saying, come on my... Like, he probably gets a million people in his mentions or in his DMs or whatever being like, yo, you should come on my YouTube channel. And that's me. That's literally, I'm being that guy, right? So I'm just like one of those millions of people that he's probably ignoring. And it's totally fair. Like, if I was him, I would ignore them too. But if everyone's like, yo, go on the channel or whatever, that'd be pretty hype. You guys get what I'm saying. All right, top 5. Top 5. What's our 5th best boss monster in Edison? That's a good question. I wish Bionic could count, but I don't think 2300 counts as a boss monster. I think 2500 attack is the cutoff. Codaris. No, Codaris is better than all the boss monsters. Codaris beats all the boss monsters 1v1. Gadgetron, no. JD, maybe. JD or Titanial are pretty good options. Okay, let's get these guys in there. Let's. You know what's really annoying? Some Yu-Gi-Oh cards are typed Judgment with an E, and some Yu-Gi-Oh cards are typed Judgment without an E. You ever notice that? It's so fucking annoying. I noticed this again in another stream. It is so annoying. It's so annoying. Okay, I'm gonna put my 3 down here. Goyo Guardian. I think these 3 are good for like number 5. It's hard to tell. Okay, hold up. Let's just do this. Monster effect. Minimum 2500 attack. Sort by release date. All right, page 1. Yamada Dragon, lol. That's a pretty good boss monster. Very few boss monsters is draw 5. Okay, banned. They would all be easy number 1 if they weren't. Pardon me. I've been trying to mute when I cough, but sometimes I don't make it in time. None of these are good. None of those are good. Low-key Vanity's Ruler is insane, but just not in the format. Light and Darkness people would have put, like, back then. But now it's just, like, trash. Coelacanth is okay. Coelacanth is okay when you draw it. I played a match with Fish yesterday. Maybe I'll play it as a replay. We can react to it. I didn't draw Coelacanth in the top 30 cards of my deck, like, both games. And I wanted to scream. Thankfully, my opponent did nothing, and I just won by, like, randomly poking him with a Unifrog for 18 turns. It was the most miserable. Ooh, Gores is contention. Gores definitely has Yo, low-key? Low-key? Wait, hold up. Hold up. Everybody, what do you think? What do you think? Low-key? Gores number 5? Okay, hold up. We'll come back to that. That might be it. It's either... Okay, if we're not counting Synchro Monsters, then Goyo gets the issue is, like, if we're counting Synchro Monsters, they're all obviously, like, really good. But, yeah, Scores does goated. Okay. Hold up. Stardust Assault Mode. Low key. This is probably like the best quote unquote boss monster. Like in terms of like actually what it does. Like it's probably like slightly worse than Christia Red Med. In terms of like raw power level. But within the context of the format, like Stardust Assault Mode is just like a meme. Unfortunately. I do like this card. I think it's fire. Okay, next. White Knight Dragon's pretty good. Obelisk the Tormentor, in terms of like power level. Well, like within the context of the format, it sucks. But like in terms of power level, this card's like obviously more powerful than like most of this other shit. Caius doesn't count, so the threshold is 2,500 attack. Threshold is 2,500 attack. Okay, and that's it. That's the cutoff for Edison. Okay, these are our options. Depends on if you want this gimmick shit or if you want to count synchros, but I think it's Gores. I legit think it's Gores. I think Gores is way better than the other cards here. Not way better, but like within the context of the format, it's really good. Like Gores is just really good. The amount of games I lose this fucking card is insane. Because I don't respect it. I'll get these two out of here. They're kind of mean picks. Okay. Animax says, Gores does not feel like a boss monster. What does it feel like then? What does it feel like to you if it's not a boss? It's literally a boss monster. This card is insane. Feels like a trap. It's a monster, but yeah. Okay, within the context of the format, I think this is the top 5. You can make arguments for any of these 3 being number 5. And you wouldn't be entirely wrong. But I think these are the top 5. I don't know if we want to include synchros, because if we include synchros, it changes a lot about the list. And then also if you lower the threshold for the cutoff, then you get into like Brown at Caius territory. Alright, this has been an episode of Top 5 Boss Monsters in Edison format. In order, we've got Christia, Dark Armed, Red Med, Machina Fortress, and then Gores. I think this is a pretty easy top 5. Live says Gores isn't the leader of the decks it's put into. Neither is Yugioh Guardian. You don't say, this is my Yugioh Guardian deck. Neither is Titanial. This isn't my Titanial deck. Kame says, I really like Titanial, but it only fits in a couple of decks. You could technically put Titanial in any deck, and it wouldn't be that bad. You run Gores Sworn? Yeah, me too. I run Dark Armed Black Wings. It's different from regular Black Wings, because it's a Dark Armed Black Wings deck. Dark Armed isn't the leader. The other bosses feel like bosses because they're leaders. Bro, I don't have time to talk about headcanon. I was just talking about the criteria is 2,500 attack. Shit. Yeah, Dad Wings. Dude, Dad Wings sounds fire. I get you. Like, these other cards do, like, they round off. Gores is literally the emissary of darkness. Alright? If your deck is about that darkness, then Gores is its emissary. No, I'm just kidding, Live. I didn't mean to lay it on like that. You do make a point. That's a good argument for JD. You could put JD there. Like, this is a fine top 5. Do you guys think this is a fine top 5? What do you guys think? For quote unquote boss monsters? This is a fine top 5. JD is really good. I always forget how good JD is. I wish it was at 3, low key. If JD was at 3, Lightstorm would be so good. It would be so good. People don't realize the semi-limit on JD actually goes so far. Because like, you just don't see it consistently enough. I play games where I don't see JD and I just lose. That's why I fucking hate Lightstorm. It's because you have to see JD. Yeah, Gores does sometimes drop a boss token. Like, you have to take a fat hit for it, but... Carpet says my top 5 would be all bad cards. What would be in your top 5? Earthbound Immortal, Kakakapu. Apu Apu Staya. Earthbound Immortal. Earthbound Immortal. I don't know how to pronounce any of these cards. Dark Simorg. Caius doesn't count. 2500 attack. 2500 attack. The boss monster criteria is it has to attack over Caius. Caius is the threshold. It's like right above that. It's boss. Absolute Zero is definitely a boss monster. Yeah, but I don't think it's top 5. I think it's way too hard to summon. People are saying Absolute Zero should be in contention. I don't think so at all. Maybe, but I don't think so. I'll put it there just so the Elemental Hero fans don't lose their shit. Dark Ruler Hades, rip. 2450, rip. Heraclinos. Nah, I'm not putting the Glad anywhere near my top 5 list. Low key, I'm not putting the... Heraclinos just gets Raikou popped. Card is so bad. Play Goldsark for JD? I do. I do play Goldsark for JD. I think that is good. The issue is when you play Goldsark for JD, you're down -1, which is annoying. I wish that I didn't have to go minus to guarantee a JD. Geyserus is better than Absolute Zero. That's going to be a yikes for me, bro. That's going to be yikes for me. Absolutely not. Geyserus isn't even better than, like, Zaborg. Low-key. You know what's funny is I think Zaborg has more RBET tops than Geyserus. Someone quote me on that. Someone pull the stats. That's pretty fucking embarrassing. People are like, why did you put Glads in C tier? I'm like, dog. That deck don't be hitting. Low-key, that deck don't be hitting like that. People play Glads against their friends who, like, are not playing a meta deck, and then, like, they're like, yeah, this deck's kind of solid. Zaborg actually has more RBET tops than Geysers. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it does, yeah. If you count, like, copies played, I think Geysers is more, but I think Zaborg has more different tops. You don't respect Absolute Zero because you run Machina. Yeah, there's a lot of reasons not to respect Absolute Zero. Absolute Zero is good. Don't get me wrong. It was really good. What did Zaborg top in? Frog Monarchs. That's what it topped in. Alright, this has been a top 5 boss monster tier list. Let's get into the next thing. RBET Season 2 tech predictions. Okay. This is my top 5 tech cards to play in RBET tomorrow. Top 5 tech cards. Number 1. No, number 5. I almost started with number 1. Number 5. Ooh, what is number 5? Let me think of my top 5 tech cards. Number 5. I just do the boss monster list in reverse order. Judgment Dragon. Machine of Fortress. Everyone's going to be running Enrise, baby. More power to him, man. I think that deck is cool. I don't know if it's the best version of the list, but it definitely does something unique. I think it bricks more than the other list, but if they do, good luck. Top 5 tech cards for tomorrow. Number 5. Number 5. What do we got? Trapmaster? Bro, this isn't 2001. That's hilarious. Book of Moon. Okay. So here's why Book of Moon's going to make a comeback. And we're going to see more copies of it played tomorrow. This is why. So this is my number 5 pick for tech card. Book of Moon is one of those cards that like sort of falls in and out of favor. But right now, the meta game is Hybrid Swedish Blackwings, or Blackwings, however you want to call it. Number 2 deck is the Machina Lightsworn deck. And number 3 deck is... Or no, number 2 deck is zombies, I think. Number 3 deck is the Machine of Lightsworn deck. Number 4 deck is frogs. Right? Against all those decks, except the Machine of Lightsworn deck, I think Book does pretty good. And even against the Machine of Lightsworn deck, it's okay. Like, it's okay. Because you can, like, book a Machine of Fortress and Caius it. Which is pretty good. Book also helps you play into back row proactively. You can just, like, slam your monsters into Deep Prison, into whatever. And then you have Book. Animatic says, Beast Mode thinks zombies are falling out of favor. I disagree. I think zombies are still one of the top decks. Still one of the top dogs. That being said, if people start playing certain lists, zombies can really fall out of favor. But I don't think people are going to change their list that much because people never do. Literally, people are they're little sheep. They're little sheep. They see something win tournament, and they're like, oh, that won a tournament? Wait, I build that. I build that. I build that. That one tournament, I won a tournament because I built that. So because people are little sheep, I think people just usually play whatever won the last tournament. Literally. So I don't think zombies is going to change because I don't think the majority of people are going to show up with like the anti-zombie tech. Low key. Like that's just maybe this is just because of my perspective on like large groups of people showing up to a tournament. It's really hard for large groups of people to like simultaneously innovate. Usually innovation happens with like 1 or 2 people winning an event. And then people adapt to that person's innovation. Or whatever. Anyway, back on topic. I think Book of Moon is good right now. It's a good tech card. Okay, next tech card. Next tech card that I expect to see a lot of. Judgment Dragon. No, I'm kidding. Okay, I know what my number 1 is. I know what my number 2 is. I need to figure out my 3 and 4. I know what my number 1 and my number 2 is, but I need to figure out 3 and 4. Number 4 tech card. Phoenix Wing. This is my number 4 tech card. People are going to start just like slapping this bitch and everything. I actually think this card's really good in the Machina Lightsworn deck because in the Machina Lightsworn deck, you summon Gearframe, you search Fortress, and then if you Wind Blast, you get a pitch Fortress for free. And then when you pitch the Fortress for free, all of your forces become Monster Reborns. So Phoenix Wing is free in the Machina deck if you open Gearframe. It's free, which is really cool. I think more people are going to start playing this. I also think this card has a home in Blackwings. I think this is like one of the best cards in Blackwings that doesn't see a lot of play. Hell yeah, Edison format Italia. See you next time. I will definitely do some Jinzo stuff here in the future. I also think Phoenix Wing Wind Blast is really good against just like Royal Oppression. So like Quick Draw decks can play it, Zombie decks can play it. I honestly think this is like one of the best cards in Edison format that should see more play. And then by extension, my number 3 pick, DeFi Cupcake got it right on the money, is Compulsory Evacuation Device. I think these 2 cards are going to see a lot more play this weekend. Why? Because decks are getting faster, decks are getting more powerful, decks are getting scarier. And when that happens, you need these really versatile removal spells. Even if they are at a disadvantage, you do need them. Because you need chainable, you need proactive stuff like Phoenix Wing and Compulsory and Book. You need stuff that allows you to play your threats, go for lethal pushes through stuff like Gores. You just need versatile, proactive, and reactive traps. When the formats get more powerful and more defined and more optimized, these traps get a lot better. Yeah, exactly, Elusive Mirror. I think you can't play Welly Dad without 2 copies of Phoenix Wing Wind Blast. I think that's mandatory. K-May says, is that instead of Bottomless or with Bottomless? Now, I still think Bottomless is a good card. Don't get me wrong. But I think as we see the format speed up, we're going to see more Wind Blast and more Compulsory. These are my top 5 tech picks that I think are going to succeed this weekend. Now, number 2, Kaiku the Ghost Destroyer. This card's insane. It's only gotten better with time. I think this card is good against almost every deck in the format, except for like Quick Draw, kinda. The card is just good. And then when you pair it with some of these other techs on the list, Compulsory Evacuation Device and Phoenix Wing, getting in hits with this guy is pretty easy. And once you get in your first hit, I mean, some decks can really struggle. Like, let's say you connect with this guy, you banish 2 Treeborns. The Frog deck can struggle there because they no longer have Treeborn as a repeatable source of advantage. All of a sudden, they have to play a fair game where they're not getting a +1 every turn. And their deck isn't really cut out to play a fair game, you know? Like, their deck doesn't have trap cards, their deck doesn't have whatever. You get the idea. I expect to see a lot of Kaiku the Ghost Destroyer. Maybe not in the main deck, but definitely in the side deck of a lot of decks. I think this card is very good. This is probably like one of the best cards in the format. On top of that, it protects your graveyard from DD Crow. So if you're playing Welly Dad, or you're playing Zombies, or you're playing whatever, Lightsworn, this guy protects your graveyard. He keeps your grave safe. So I actually really like this card a lot. I think it's a good tech card. And then my number 1 pick for tech card this weekend is DD Warrior Lady. This is a card that I think we overlooked in Edison format. I was always really high on it in the context of the fairy deck, but something I didn't realize is that you can literally just put this card in every deck and it's good. Like, it's actually just good in every deck. And on top of that, it's good in almost every single of the top matchups right now. Against Blackwings, it's insane. Against Dragons, it's insane. Against Fairies, it's insane. Against Zombies, it's insane. This is the best, like, glue card versus all of what those decks are trying to do. And those are the top, in my opinion, those are the top 4 decks in whatever order. Blackwings, Dragons, Zombies, Fairies. I think those are the top 4 decks in Edison format right now. And DD Warrior Lady is, like, a 10 out of 10 amazing card in all those matchups. You can literally just slap 3 in any deck, and it's probably fair. It's probably fine. Like, it will probably improve your deck's win percentage. So I think this is like the, sort of like the new Caius, DD Warrior Lady is. And I saw it a lot at YCS Vegas. I think it was really interesting to see people playing it in, like, Blackwings, Lightsworn, the Machina Fortress. Yeah, it's good against Machina too. Yeah, it's good. It's just good against everything. It's like literally one of the best cards in the entire meta. The only issue is if, like, you're playing it and then you side limb. That's kind of awkward sometimes, but literally that's such a corner case thing. In Blackwings, it helps you out Consecrated. In the mirror match, it's a mirror breaker. No, this guy's awesome. Helps you play through Honest Kalute, keeps monsters out of the graveyard. Baits Bottomless, couples really well with Compulsory and Book. You summon DD Warrior Lady, they Bottomless, you book it, it's like, you feel like a god. I think DD Warrior Lady is the number 1 tech card to play in Edison format right now, and it's not even close. I think it's, in Alkazi's, Kaiku might be lower, actually. Kaiku might be, it might actually end up being something like this. The list might be like 5 Phoenix Wing, 4 Kaiku, 3 Book of Moon, 2 Compulsory, 1 DD Warrior Lady. That might be the list. Or Book might be below. Or trade spots with Phoenix Wing. It might be something like this. This looks good. Book 5, Kaiku 4, Phoenix Wing, Compulsory, DD Warrior Lady. DFI Cupcake says DD Assailant is good too. I disagree. I disagree that DD Assailant is even anywhere on the same level. And here's the issue with DD Assailant. You can't choose when to activate it. He has to be destroyed by battle, which is not good. It's not good because I can't attack a Shining Angel and banish both of them. I can't attack a Sangan and banish both of them. I can't attack into a Hamster and banish it. I can't attack into a Dupe Frog and banish it. You can't use this card proactively. It's only good defensively. Now, do I think DD Assailant is a good card? Yes. I do think DD Assailant is a good card. Is it on the same level as DD Warrior Lady? Absolutely not. Does it have the same applications in the meta as DD Warrior Lady? Absolutely not. I think DD Warrior Lady, it does well against some decks like Zombies, where I think DD Assailant is a total vanilla against Zombies. That's my opinion on things. You guys get the idea. He's a future fusion target. Get the fuck out of here, Ken. Get out of here, Ken. I was just kidding. Pardon me. I got that long COVID. Dude, it's going to be a tough stream tomorrow, low-key. If you guys want to sign up for RBET, I've been talking about this all stream. That's the whole point of the stream. But signups are now open in the Discord. The really big Yu-Gi-Oh! Discord. You can join the link in the description below. It's a free-to-enter tournament. There's cash prizes. It's double elimination, so if you think you're going to scrub, you'll have the rest of your day. It's a lot of fun. You get to play against some of the best players in the world. So come through. Come sign up. Come play in the tournament. It's going to be really fun. I'm really excited. This is the first RBET of the season. The first one of the season. Hold up. I gotta answer a message. All right, we back. All right, so this is my top 5 tech cards in Edison right now. Book of Moon, Kaiku, Phoenix Swing, Compulsory, T2 Warrior Lady. We back. All right, what else we got? What do you guys want to know next? RBET Season 2 top 5 decks that I think will win the tournament. Now, these might not be the top 5 decks in the format. Don't get it twisted. These might not be the top 5 decks in the format. But these are the top 5 decks I think might win this event. Are y'all ready for this? Yes, Carpath. If you want to hop on comms, I would love that. That would be awesome. That would be really, really fun. I'm 100% down if you want to hop on comms. Hit me up in the DMs, brother. I'm sorry you're not going to be able to play, but you already got your invite, so get the fuck out of here. Let other people have a chance. You be topping every single one of these bad boys. Get out of here. Number 1, Fairy. I think Fairy's like number 2, actually. Okay, number 5. Let's start off with number 5. The deck that I think will win this event. Dragon Turbo. It's been close before. And this deck is super cringe. Chris Man says, why Secret Rare Christia is $200? Brother. Because it's the best fucking boss monster in the best fucking format of the game. That's why. My guy. Also buyouts and cringe shit like that. But also, Fairy's best deck, baby. Fairy's best deck. I'm foaming at the mouth. Finally people are awake. Finally people are seeing the truth. Literally, I had so many people come up to me at the YCS and they were like, yeah, dog, you were right about fairies. And I'm like, I told you. I fucking told you. That's what I'm saying. Okay, Dragon Glurbo is my number 5 pick. Do I think this is one of the best decks? No. But do I think it's going to win the tournament? Maybe. I always think this deck might win the whole tournament. Okay, next deck to win the whole tournament. Blackwings? No. I don't think Blackwings can win a tournament ever again. I think it'd be too hard. I just legit think when everyone's gunning for your deck and everyone's good, the deck is just... It's just too hard to play into a field of everyone who's prepared for it. What needs to happen is... Blackwings need to stop being the number 1 deck for long enough for people to stop playing like Consecrated Light and shit. And DD Warrior Lady. Do you have any idea how good DD Warrior Lady is against Blackwings? It's literally an OTK versus Blackwings. It's like, I summon a DD Warrior Lady, they look at their hand, they're like, shit. Yes, it is a known fact that you can sack your way to a turning win, so Turbo does have that going for it. Yeah, and Turbo's like gotten really close. I think it's gotten 2nd place a couple of times in the hands of Hydro Pump, and it's gotten top 8 multiple times as well. So I feel like Turbo hasn't I don't know. Maybe this is like my gambler's fallacy kicking in, where it's like it hasn't happened yet, but if we keep spinning the wheel, it'll happen. If we keep spinning the wheel, it'll eventually land on red. You know what I mean? That's I'm from Vegas, so I got that in my brain, dude. It's hardwired in my brain. Eventually, it'll happen. Okay, that's my number 5 pick. Number 4 pick for what's gonna win the tournament. I don't know. Quick draw. I really like quick draw, and I think my latest list with Triple DD Crow is really good. I think someone else could figure out an even better version of that list. I think there's a good chance that this just wins the tournament. Why? Because more people playing fairies is a good field for quick draw. So if a lot of people are like, okay, Blackwings is the best deck, fairies beats the fuck out of Blackwings, quick draw has a pretty good time against fairies. It's like one of those matchups where you're like, yeah, okay, you summoned Christia, but I'll just Ryko pop it, and then I'll Avarice, and then we're even. You know, like, I feel like quick draw definitely has a shot in a fairy heavy field. I think quick draw does really well in a fairy heavy field. Will it win? Probably not. I think the power level's a little low. But does it have a chance to win? If it ever had a chance to win again, it would be this format. It would be like, not this format, but this meta. It would be like a lot of people playing fairies, slightly less people playing Blackwings, nobody's playing Glads. Quick draw comes in and it kind of just runs things over. I think quick draw's worst matchups are Lightsworn, Glads, and Blackwings. I think those are the worst matchups. Against Lightsworn, you can just loop Crow and you're good. Against Blackwings, you can tech for it. And if Glads is nowhere to be found, then yeah. Carpet says you can never make drill first then. I disagree. You just slap a Mind Crush in that bitch and you Mind Crush Herald and you can make drill. Or you just dust shoot them. You also don't really need to make drill. You can just side out your quick draws. Let's go ahead and take a look at my list so you guys can see what exactly it is I'm talking about. Hold up, everybody. So this list is a little bit sus versus fairies, but you could do something like cut the Dark Arm for a Caius, cut a Crow, and then add like some DD Warrior Ladies or some shit. Add a Banisher to your deck. Yeah, just draw Dust Shoe Micros. Literally. Just stack Dust Shoe, man. And take their Herald. That's how it works, right? Play Spirit Reaper. No, I'm joking. Play 3 Hamster or whatever. Yeah, I think this deck's pretty good versus fairies. Dandy tokens are pretty good versus fairies. It's like annoying for them to get through it. If they don't have Herald, drill is like really good. They have to like figure out a way to make Christia without you ever putting a monster in attack position. You know what else is pretty good versus fairies? Vandy's Fiend. It's pretty good versus fairies. You could probably build this deck to be a little bit better versus fairies. This list is garbage. I mean, like, D-Prison's okay versus the deck, but this list is not good versus fairies. But if you wanted to metagame a little bit, and you thought a lot of people would be playing fairies, you could definitely do some stuff. Yeah, Snowman Eater. Snowman Eater is an honorable mention. The only reason I don't like Snowman Eater is it's like DD Warrior Lady, but worse. Because it doesn't attack. I wish it could attack. If Snowman Eater even had like 500 attack, it would be so much better. Okay, next deck I predict to win the whole event. That's it. Just those two. No, I'm kidding. Lightsworn. I feel like Christia Lightsworn. This is a 50-50. Judgment Dragon Christia. I feel like Christia Lightsworn could win the whole event. The deck is really good. And we haven't seen it in an event since the Rulers. We haven't seen Christia Sworn in an event since Rulers. So, I don't know if anyone was even playing it at DDV3. But I feel like that deck's insane. Hydropump says, bring your dragon capture jars. The goat. The dragon goat in the chat. Carpath says, I'm high on Christius Horn. Me too. I think the deck is good. I think it's like one of those decks that if you bring it to event and you just like have your good draws, like you can't really lose, low-key. Like, it's pretty busted. You're right, Carpath. It's pretty busted. And if you're playing well too, like you make the right beckoning decisions and stuff, you can do some pretty nasty stuff with Christius Horn. So that's my number 3 pick. My number 2 pick obviously is just fairies. Which, you know, whatever. And then my number 1 pick to actually win is gadgets. I think gadgets have a really good time into this meta. Oh shit, my fucking mic was muted. Why did nobody tell me my mic was muted? Nobody was telling me the mic was muted. I was talking the whole time and it was just muted. Ah, that's funny. Alright, this is the list. Basically what I was saying while the mic was muted was you don't have to play fucking Hammer Shot, 7 tools, you can play like Compulsory. You don't have to play fucking Shrink. The card's kind of a meme, although it's good with Breaker. RJ thought you were muted. Thanks, Hydropump. Thanks for telling me I appreciate it. What's up, RJ? Welcome in. Oh, by the way, when we're all done here, I'm going to kick you guys off to RJ's new video because you guys got to watch that. It is fire. It is heat. Anyway, you need to play Hammer Shot. You don't need to play Hammer Shot. I'm getting a phone call, but it's like, oh, hold up, guys. I'm getting a call. I'll be right back. Sorry about that, everyone. I had to answer a call. My bad. That was a really tough call to answer. Holy shit. Low key. Anyway, I think Gadgets is my number 1 pick for this weekend. And that's it. And these are my top 5 picks for decks that could spike this tournament. Anything else? Is there anything else we should cover? Is there anything else we should cover? What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Anything from Heroes? I don't expect Heroes to really win. Do I think people are ready to convert on Gigaplant? I don't think so, no. Not yet. Disaster Dragon could be winning, yeah. Could win. Thank God no Frogs. Frogs could do well. I just never expect Frogs to win a tournament. Like, I never expect Frog Monarchs to win a tournament. I think they have. But the one time they did, it was like a really innovative list. And it was a really good player. Actually, I don't even think they won. I think it was like second place or something. Do I have any tips against Blackwings? I like Trap Hole and Compulsory. Those are two cards I like. Be careful of Icarus Attack. That's another one. DD Warrior Lady's really good. I'm muted again. Sorry, guys. I was muted again. My bad, everyone. My bad. In any case, I'm going to send you guys off to go watch RJ's new video. Go check out the RJB0 on YouTube. Where is it? Brand new video. Edison deck, story time, Welly Dad deck profile. Go check it out. That's all I got for this stream. See you guys in the tournament tomorrow. I'm going to go rest, make sure I'm good to stream for however many hours tomorrow and the next day. But thank you guys for tuning in, everyone. I'll see you guys in the next one.